Hey, so I have another Duck Rabbit beer, the dark beer specialist. This is a Schwarzbier. I had thought earlier when I referred to this beer in a different Duck Rabbit video that it was a Dunkel, but it's a Schwarzbier, which is cool. My family's last name is Swartz, actually. I'm looking at this and said Schwartz. Anyway, Swartz, SW. So I think Schwarzbier is cool for that reason. Plus, it reminds me of Spaceballs. May the Schwartz be with you. Okay, so, which I had thought was one of my uncle's favorite movies, but apparently he finds it annoying. So, sorry, Uncle, for making all those Spaceballs references forever. Okay, so earlier two things that I think are weird right now. This beer and the other one that was a different style doesn't have alcohol content on the label. What's that about, right? And then secondly, it's got this little notch system on the side of the bottle, so it will indicate the best by date, but I don't see an indication. Also, I'm not really certain what to do with 1 through 17. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't understand. So anyway, and it's not notched, so that also doesn't make any sense to me, but fine. I'm sure that I could read about it if I were so inclined, and I will get the ABVs for you when I post this video, because I'll have to go on the internet to find it. Okay, so I just got a message about the Bay Area Beer Group, which I just heard of is a thing and is out drinking pumpkin beer at the Beer Hall in San Francisco tonight. So, FYI, in case you wanted to know. I might go and join them sometime. Oh, but I will be at the Rare Barrels anniversary party on Saturday night, so that'll be cool. Anyway, so lots of cool stuff coming up this week, beer related stuff coming up this week. Anyway, so back to the situation at hand. Schwarzbier. It's a dark European lager. Dark German lager that balances roasted yet smooth malt flavors with moderate hop bitterness. So this is like an interesting lager. And the word black has been thrown around in front of in front of beer styles a lot recently. We've seen black lagers because apparently Schwarzbier is either hard to say or foreign or funky or whatever, not marketable. And so same idea. Right? Okay. So, Schwarzbier. Also, and just for the record, ABV is 4.4 to 5.4, so pretty low. All right, let's take a look at this. It smells just like, it's kind of stouty, it's kind of portery, it's kind of brown ale-y. And then deep in there, really down after all the roastiness, is that kind of lager sweetness. And I think this has lager yeast in it, I'm assuming. German lager yeast are traditional, so I suppose who knows what it could be. Unless I went to the website. Anyway, I love the deep roastiness that dark beers offer. It's like drinking crusty bread crust all day, because if you've seen any of my other videos or other conversations or whatever, then you know that I like crusty bread, specifically sourdough. And I love that kind of flavor where it's a little bit burnt, but and like chewy and amazing, and that's what these brown ales remind me of, these middle colored ales. So, all right, anyway. It's definitely roasty and reminiscent of coffee. But it has this nice lightness to it too. So color-wise, unfortunately, this Hulk glass is very hard to see through. Hulk, get out of the way. You're blocking my view, man. Anyway, so this This is a dark beer, blocked by Hulk, and it looks like it poured pretty heady, but dissipated, although whatever's here is going to stick around for a little while. Let's taste. Interesting. I was going to say at first that it reminds me a lot of a stout. It really rides that edge of burnt flavoring that you might expect in a stout. Maybe like extra dark chocolate. And it gets intense there for a minute, and then it kind of resolves into this nice finish. It has a little kind of waxy flavor, and I gotta find out what that flavor is. As I've tasted it a couple of times, and to me it just reminds me of wax. Nice long lingering finish. Get some nice hops out of that right at the end, which helps clean up the kind of acrid, almost burnt kind of roastiness that I'm getting out of the body, out of the initial part of the flavor. Mouthfeel, it's on the lighter side. It is definitely carbonated. So generally speaking, it's like a lager, but with really intense roasty maltiness. The lagerness, I think, really comes out in the finish. I feel like it finishes like a lager, and then like the lingering aftertaste reminds me of lager. And then, like I said, right in the smell, like if you got deep in that smell, you can just get that hint of lager sweetness out of there. So I feel like this is a nice combination of lager lightness and darker beer boldness, really wrapped into a nice beer. This style is also referred to as black beer or black pills. So rarely as dark or as black, as bitter or as bitter as pills. Don't expect strongly roasted porter-like flavors. This is pretty strong. So this might be a little bit on the darker side. But we can't be upset by that because this Duck Rabbit has a legit hat. Anyway, there you go. Duck Rabbit out of North Carolina. What is this? What's the city? Not Farmville. What is this city?
Where's the hat?
Duck Rabbit, Farmville, North Carolina. You, my friend, should be in bed. Thank you. Anyway, there you go. If you've tried it, share with me. I would love to hear. If you have any Schwarzbier recommendations, I would love to hear because I would like to get my hands on some other beers of this style. Cool. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.